And what gives you the ability to commentate? Do you know this run at all?
The fact that I was given permission and Freeland invited me?
No, you're supposed to say you're the world record holder.
Not the fact that you're the world record holder. Got it. Okay.
Oh, I was about to say, yes, I also hold world record in this category of Castlevania 3.
Yeah, you've held it for a long
I
time.
hold world record. And I've held it for the past year and a half or so.
Something like that. Anyway.
Almost a year and a half.
As is customary for me to give good luck to everyone, if you know this, Freeland, you can join in. RNG's is full of random, hallowed be thy name, thy random come, thy will be done on Twitch as it is at ESA BSG Marathon. Give us this day our daily RNG and forgive us our bad timing as we forget the bad timing and bad RNG against us. And lead us not into failure, but a good marathon run. Oh. Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Just wanted to clear my throat quickly. I hope I won't have to do that too much. Because it's gonna get annoying if I do.
Oh yeah, I need to switch my inputs. Ha! How am I supposed to play the game if I'm not on the right dang screen?
Puts on hand cam. I'm just kidding.
I ain't gonna... No, neither of us have the chance to beat that. There's no way.
Beat what?
Your record in this marathon. Someone said it in
this marathon, long term, don't rule everything. Don't rule everything out.
I mean...
Oh, no. It wasn't even easy to beat my world record either.
It's highly improbable. Anyway,
if I put 3, if you gave me a full year to dedicate to this run, I think I could probably close the gap.
I don't know if my luck allows me to close the gap very much. Terrible luck. Anyway, who wants to do the countdown for us to start?
I say I volunteer level engine.
And Disdon, who do you volunteer?
I volunteer you as well, I guess.
I'm doing the countdown now. So I'm gonna count down from 5. Is that okay?
That's fine.
So you both have your names in, and once they both hit end, we're gonna go to the prayer screen. So I'm gonna count down from 5, and when I say go, they both start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Have fun.
I don't know about the good luck, and I don't know about the have fun. But you know,
did we start the timer already?
It's Castlevania 3. What is timer? Who is timer? I is timer. Oh, there's a screen.
What is time?
Apparently,
miserable little pile
I am lagging on the thing. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I will blame OBS. Anyway, this is Castlevania 3. We start off as Trevor. The best Belmont. Because Richter is, you know, not the best. And Simon is, you know, a beefcake.
First thing I'm going to do here is grab our
the main thing they're going to want to do here is just get their whip upgrades and get Holy Water for Trevor.
Holy Water and the multipliers.
And both players now have it.
Whee! And that's a DEFCON 4. For those who don't know, the DEFCON is at every 5th enemy drop. It is a sub-weapon, and you don't want that. So you want to be aware. Kutsu figured it out.
And any kind of drop can be a small heart whip upgrade multiplier.
Could be anything.
Yes, I figured out that's true. So every time an enemy dies, it has a chance to drop something. So drop small hearts for the first 4 times, and then on that 5th drop, if it's a sub-weapon you don't have, then that shows up. And if you get stuck with it, it means you lose the one you already had, so you typically don't want to get caught on the random weapon drop.
And you can't get your old sub-weapon back like you can in later Castlevania titles.
Overshot it.
You just have to find another of these Holy Waters if you lose this one. Or, like, the next best backup sub-weapon.
Which, in this category, the only other good sub-weapon is the cross.
And and that's
well,
not
there's
even a very good
Dracula.
sub-weapon.
Well, I'm a friend of the early game.
So both players coming up to the first boss, which will die almost immediately since they're going to use holy water on it.
Campfire.
Holy water puts enemies in place, and when piling multiple holy waters on a single target, the damage stacks up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. And as stated before, I think my streams lagged a little bit because we both did start at the same time.
Even though it doesn't look like you're exactly side by side.
Yeah.
You're still pretty close to one another, though.
I mean, at worst,
close,
we're
more
probably
exactly
like
side by
1 or
side.
2 seconds apart. Instead of like 5
Looks
seconds.
like-
Hard to me. So now both runners are going into Stage 3. Stage 2 is optional. That's if you want to meet Grant, which is another of the characters you can opt to play as in this game.
And
But they're doing the
only need him
Alucard
for
path,
two different.
so they're
You
going to
need him for 2 different runs, and that isn't this one.
Fastest and the slowest run of the game. First,
Or the
the first look at this
fastest
game.
if you're using a certain glitch, but that's not marathon safe.
I did
Would
say
be
fastest.
if Clock Tower wasn't a thing. That's a long stage. Even if you're getting through it as fast as possible, it's about like
That
a
L
little
came
over
pretty
5
close.
minutes. And now
Yeah.
both runners are on the Owl screen. And both are going to get through, not taking too much
behave.
damage.
Okay.
Well,
Not
this
only
Don's
did
going to
the
get hit
owls-
5 times.
The owls. were
Freeland
still
getting
pretty
hit
good.
4.
4 times is fine for me.
Both got
That's
through
average.
And I have
relatively
weapon drop,
quickly.
so that's good for me. I don't have to worry about that for a
My
bit.
sub weapon count is 2, by the way.
The owls are semi-random.
No, I
as
think it's 1.
poke their heads from out of the trees at random times, seemingly. But you can manipulate where they fly by jumping. So, if it's about to swoop down, you can jump to make it just fly not quite as low as if it would fly to you if you're on the ground. So, if you're on the ground, the owl will swoop down like towards the ground level. But if you jump and it swoops down like halfway to ground level.
Yep. Also, there's like 3 or 4 different swoop patterns, and there's a slight chance that you will get a double spawn, which is always fun.
It's pretty
by
rare.
fun, I mean
and then
not
there's
fun.
random coming up on both players' ends. There's these frogs.
Die, frogs!
You want to get
No!
past the screen as quickly as
Bad
possible.
frog.
Then you have to just be able to jump and whip at literally almost the exact same time the frog shows up on screen.
And that's why we
Or you
get.
can try to jump
That's
and
why
whip
I
ahead
got
of
the
time.
safety meat.
The frog spawn in front of your whip.
Freeland's taking the risk. I took the safety meat. I'm being
No,
marathon
risk it, no
safe.
biscuit.
working out.
Also, don't tell Bad Knack that you took the meat.
I'm trying to be
Oh
marathon
no, I
safe
made a
here.
mistake.
If you still have
Alright.
holy water coming up to the screen and
Just
enough
kidding.
hearts to just throw holy waters, then this is self-explanatory. You would just throw holy water to the Mudmen. Just on running low on health. Though if he doesn't get hit for the rest of the stage, he should be okay.
And not okay, but that's fine.
And not okay, but
I'm
There's worse places to die.
guaranteeing- yeah, I'm guaranteeing that there are worse places to die. I would know.
Yeah, next
he has to
stage.
get through the Mudman screen again. But he's going to get the axe and then just get a single shot holy water again, so there are worse places to die.
Yeah, like the next screen.
Because here it's not too hard to recover the
That
lost
is
up weapons.
3, I think.
I think the worst thing
After
to do.
about, like, maybe around 30 seconds or so, Disdon is back on track. Or maybe even less than 30 seconds. So he's back on track with his holy water.
The worst thing is that I have a short whip. Hopefully, I'll be able to fix that.
There should be enough hearts to pick up to get a longer whip at this point. There's quite a few heart pickups in this screen as well, that Disdon's coming up to. So Freeland just got past stage 4, he is taking care of the bat.
Well, crap.
That's probably one of my best stages ever, actually, to be honest.
And he still has a short whip. Though, he should still be able to close this bat fight out. Even with the short whip, this could still perhaps end up working.
Wait,
Good.
And now he's got to chase after them, the bats have seemed to have dispersed.
That
I just
was
psyched
the risk
myself
of the
out.
short whip, but at least I have the health because I died. Oh, come on, Matt. Behave. There we go.
And now this
I'll give you a
party
handicap.
on stage 4. Had a bit of a slow
picked up
bat
the
fight, but
max.
he's on stage 4 as well.
I was say that's the only thing
Really
that's gonna slow
gonna
me
get stuck
down.
with the axe drop. This is going to set him back too.
Oh, yeah. He can no longer do
It's
the
gonna cost
top
me.
half.
It's gonna cost me 6 hearts
Now
and
he
5
has one
cents.
weapon of choice to help him fight Alucard, which is coming up halfway through stage 5. So Disdon could catch back up if he doesn't get caught on a bad drop either.
Oh, there goes Deathless Run.
And Freeland just died. It's 5-4. I wasn't even looking.
Not only did
So
he
this-
die, but he died
Apparently,
at a
I've
very
forgotten how
bad
to play this
spot.
game.
This game is not fair to anybody.
And he takes another death. Having a bit of trouble with that fireman and its hitbox right there.
That hitbox is a pain. I took damage, so I
this
can't
one could
highlight
come
the
back.
top path.
We'll have
like
the
I
holy
would've
water,
liked,
so he could
but-
come back from his death in 4.
Whee!
So both runners are now behind schedule, but it perhaps may even out.
Oh no!
And even then, we still have yet to see most of the game. So it's
Yeah.
still anybody's guess.
I do not want a game over here.
And Freeland takes another death. If he takes one more, he is going to get sent even further back, as in to the very beginning of Block 5. For sure, that would put Disdon in the lead if that
Is
happens.
it too early to blame my controller?
No, it's not. This is Castlevania. It eats inputs like an MFer.
At least the bright news is I have a full health bar for Alucard.
Yeah, I've
The
certainly
bright
had to
news
deal
is
with
that
eating
I've got a
inputs off.
decent health bar
Rare
for
thing.
Alucard and 2x holy water.
So Disdon could grab some meat in the wall if he wants to.
What? I've done
If
that.
you have holy water, who needs meat?
I have holy water. I know how to 2-cycle. 3 cycles the worst, but
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's holy water, so...
holy water and a double, I'm fine.
He needs to set the holy
Alright,
water
Alucard.
in the right place.
Stay at
And
the
he should
door.
be able to get a much faster kill than what Freeland is capable of, because Freeland does not have holy water. Disdon does, so...
No, don't go that way.
Put Disdon ahead if he sets up the boss just right.
Alright. One more hit should be enough.
3 cycle, but whatever.
Alucard's being a jerk.
And it looks like Disdon's going to get a 3 cycle, and Freeland's obviously going to get a slower fight without holy water in the first place. So now the runners are neck and neck again. Or at least very close to it.
Give stage 7 a
Freeland
chance to
still has
fix
to
that.
recover his holy water.
Yes, if
Disdon does
you have holy water, you
But
can't
it's certainly
beat me.
closer now than it was just before.
You'll see the backup strat pretty soon.
Disdon was behind. Pretty much going into stage 4, and then up until stage 5 where Freeland ended up getting the axe drop.
Alright, but I'm a minute behind my PB. So we got that
Now,
one
both
working.
players have just met Alucard and recruited them, and this is where the run's going to take a most notable turn
Because
as soon
we
as they
have
switch
a-
to Alucard.
We have another
Really
Oh
option.
no.
Direction. But Freeland is first going
You
to
know
get his water. That's going to disappear.
Oops.
Yeah, I knew it. I was gonna come back here no matter how I died. Oh, stupid.
So
block.
Freeland's taking a death may or may not be accidental because the holy water will still be waiting for him if he does die, which he did. So he can just pick
Plus,
up
I
the
know
holy
I picked
water
the
again this
multiplier
time
without
around.
having to hit anything.
Disdon is going to pretty much have no trouble getting through this screen as Alucard.
And
then we can see the
he
Alucard
dropped it down in
That's fine.
But you
but
wouldn't have a good
whatever.
amount of hearts to do it.
I actually need the more hearts anyway, though.
Now we're gonna come up on my favorite boss in the entire game, Sir Leg.
Captain Dick. Oh,
I mean,
I have a
I
different
said-
name for that boss.
Be
So,
a bit ahead.
not
I
PG
have
for
worse
him.
names to call him, but Leg Day is probably the best because he likes to try. He likes to try and get his stairs in, but he's a skeleton, and
Oh, yeah,
if you know anything
stairs.
about skeletons, they don't have muscles, so they can't climb stairs. But he tries.
Sorry I keep cutting you off, but oh yeah, the stairs. That's been a real nuisance for me as well, where I get the bad pattern on the Skull Knight King boss.
Give me good
And it
patterns.
positions you right in front of the stairs that you might end up getting stuck on by accident, because ideally the best thing to do against this boss is to throw the holy water at him.
Just
But
like
if he moves to the far left side of the screen,
he's
then that would
boss,
position
but
right
with a
front
bone,
there.
but with a Skullman shield of bones.
Freeland's also going to get a pattern where
Back to full strength again.
left side of the screen and you possibly getting stuck on stairs will not be a concern.
Whee!
So you gotta throw a sub weapon, you gotta hold up and press the attack button, but the problem is that's the same button you use to go upstairs.
Well, at least you can turbo whip when you're on stairs.
But aren't you just better off throwing holy water?
I mean, yes.
You throw a 20 frame.
Okay, I know. This dawn going on to stage 6, where we're gonna see a lot more flying with Alucard. There's a lot more flying to be done here.
Yes.
One of the 3 things they can do in the
game, though, I may see both runners go for safer strategies. Them being in a marathon would be perfectly understandable if they do something safer.
What is
Wow.
safe?
Something that Bednack doesn't like.
I don't know, not trying the extremely precise line between the rock and the spear knight in 6-2.
Oh, what I'm about to do? Okay, I'll do it.
Watch me do it better. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
Oh,
I
this
took a
dawn
damage
going to
boost.
knock back.
Ooh.
Took a damage
gonna
boost.
slow him
That's
down.
still in the raise.
And this dawn is going to go for it, and the rock is going to get him stuck, and then he's going to hit the spear knight, going too low to try and get unstuck from the rock. That is a very tight squeeze, believe me when I say that.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to see this dawn
I call it threading the needle when I do the thing. I'm going to take the stairs instead of the second thing, because I'm a little low on health for what I want for Frankie
not
Boy.
opting to not take the second ceiling clip. He's trying to preserve health here.
Yeah, Frankie is very RNG heavy with his blocks, and I'd rather save my health in case he
Freeland
gets
is
me really
going to
bad
go
patterns.
for the second ceiling clip, and he is going to nail it. This should help him catch back up a bit. So both runners will be pretty much on the same screen for a couple of seconds fighting this boss. This dawn being
Hooray!
slightly...
Frank is dead. And that was Frankie.
This dawn being one hit away from fighting Frankenstein.
So
Freeland got stuck on the stairs and almost taking a
What did I
death
do
from
there?
one of those rocks that was thrown at him.
So it would have
And
been
Freeland takes
safer.
the death of Frankenstein, so that's going to put this dawn in the lead.
Wow.
Yeah, it would have been safer for Freeland to have switched to Trevor and used Holy Water, but when you switch characters, it's about 4.5 seconds per switch, so to switch to Trevor and back is
That's 9
almost 10
seconds.
Yeah, it's like 9 seconds, so in order to save that 9 seconds, he took the chance. Didn't work out for him, but that's the way it goes. Oh, you pain in my butt.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be happy after this run.
I have a feeling
This
no
dawn
one's
is
going to be
going
happy
for
with
the
this.
ceiling clip on that flea man, and he didn't get it.
And then the Flea Man gave me another hit, so I'm probably going to take a wall meet at...
Same health as last time. I don't have Holy Water backup this time.
Taking a slightly
So what you have to
safer
do
strategy.
there, if you want to get the fastest 7-1 possible, is just have the flea man jump into you, and then fly into the ceiling in such a way that Alucard's going to damage you into the block, like, above him. And your head has to be high enough through the block, or you're not going to be able to fly through.
And I
Same goes for
accidentally
any
screwed
ceiling to try and force Alucard through.
I
Finally.
accidentally screwed that up.
What did I miss?
I jumped about a pixel too early.
Well,
and
Freeland's
missed a
going to
lot.
defeat Frankenstein this time. So Diston missed a jump, and I apparently didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't
That
see
is
it
the worst
either. I blinked and I
fight I'll
died.
ever have.
Proof that this game is very unforgiving. You blink and you die. You're not allowed to blink for like 30 minutes. I'm definitely.
So Freeland is now coming up to stage 7.
I'll
And
take the
I'm
safety route
almost
because, of
mid-boss.
course, fast strats have not worked out.
Though he's going to need to pick up Holy Water most likely again for
I know
all
where
the
that
bosses on
is.
7-7. And there's one on 7-2 he can go grab.
Yep, that one.
And we're going to see Freeland attempt this ceiling clip here.
If he gets it, I'll be glad. Because
And Freeland gets it. Nice.
Easy peasy.
Somebody
practiced.
actually shows it off. Yay! That ceiling
Seeing
clip
Freeland
is
put characters to
very.
Trevor, because Trevor's going to pick up the Holy Water.
That ceiling clip is very
And
difficult.
Freeland got it a couple of times. He's going to need to pick that up again. And this
I'm
Dawn, I
going
assume,
to
also had to
need
do the same here.
Oh yeah, I already did. not gonna bat through here.
Freeland is almost going to die, but he's going to grab the holy water, switch to Alucard, and then turn into a bat to save himself from falling in the hole.
Yeah,
Even while being knocked back, Alucard can turn into a bat.
And he has,
speaking
like,
of bats,
1.5 seconds
very precise
iframes.
Alright.
He's going to have a decent recovery, but we didn't get the optimal kill.
Trying to figure out how I get a double shot.
On the climb. The auto-scroll screen.
Here. I got an idea.
So
I gotta
this
hit 10
slightly ahead. Freeland is now going to be coming up to 7-4 bat.
Alright.
And it looks like Freeland's going to try and get the double shot on the screen before the bat. And probably, like, the last of Triver's whip upgrades.
Death the blob. Please grab it. Ah.
Disdon flying under this Medusa bridge. He has enough heart. He has more than enough hearts to fly under this bridge, so that's what he'll do. Much faster than going upstairs.
I cannot catch a break.
Than you would like to know.
I'm trying to, like, figure out, did Freeland get the double shot holy water or not?
No, I didn't.
Doesn't look like it. And Freeland's just grabbing hearts so he can still get through the rest of stage 7 without running out. And we're gonna see this nice bat fight, and Freeland's not gonna land the first hit before the bat starts flying away.
Yeah. I can't explain this. But I'm glad it happened. Here.
Glad it happened?
You'll see.
What am I missing on here?
A lot.
Somehow the bats did not hit me.
Freeland having an extremely slow bat fight compared to Disdon, but still, both runners got through it. And without losing too much health as well.
Damn it. That's fine.
Trying to find
this place where Dr. Shriver again is trying to get the double shot in this holy water, and there it is for him.
I'm taking this left path so I can get some hearts, possibly?
Disdon going up the left side.
Alright.
Yeah, I was a little low on the hearts.
He wants to grab some safety meat.
I only grabbed that because
and he wants to have
I wanted the hearts. And why not if I'm already there?
You want to have 12 hearts, which is the recommended amount to have to fight all 3 of these bosses with Trevor's holy water.
I mean, yeah.
Freeland not flying under Medusa Bridge. I wonder what he's trying to do here.
Not die.
Hooray! You gave me the good pattern for once, Cyclops. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
He almost got past the bridge without getting hit, but he still was able to save it by switching into a bat to just... And Disdon... Yeah, he got a good Cyclops pattern. Ideally, what you want him to do is charge, so he positions himself perfectly in the left corner, and then you can easily just throw holy water on his hitbox and kill him.
Don't get that candle.
And Disdon fighting Leviathan.
On the Leviathan because I
holy water backwards.
Holy water. Yeah, I was trying to turn around.
Leviathan doesn't die in the process. He's still going to be in good position to win the race. He's still ahead of Freeland, even with a slow Leviathan.
Don't jinx me, commentator. Do not jinx me. We still got
pull a retro game.
We still got 3. We still got 3 stages.
Gosh.
We got Death, we got Doppelganger, and we got Dracula. There's plenty of places to die yet.
It is.
It's a Castlevania game.
And we have 8-2 axe armor.
Nah, that's not going to cost him. Unless he gets like 15 of them.
Yeah.
That's extremely unlikely.
It'll take me
unless he gets 15, I give 1.
To screw that up.
2.
Behave.
So Disdon entering stage 8, picking up hearts with Alucard, and then is going to fly up to this ledge here, and not just take some more stairs. Then he's going to fly through this as well, if I recalled correctly. Yes.
If there's one thing that you learn from this game, stairs are slow.
And Freeland is coming up to the 3 stage 7 bosses.
And I missed that
because
of
my luck, I'm going to get a slow Cyclops pattern, which is fine. I'll just whip him down.
And now we're going to see Disdon approaching 8-2, failing to get this ceiling clip, so he's going to take a slightly longer way around.
Extra HP of health.
And he's going to enter. So he had a low axe.
I thought it was a high axe because I'm an idiot. I'm so used to the high axe. I just went down the stairs by by
I was about to say this song got a low axe, and then like what the hell happened? Like,
you just killed
so
him.
used to the
And now
high axe.
Axe Armor is constantly throwing high axes, so Diston is waiting for a low one. Because Alucard can't fit into a high axe, but he can into a low one, so you have to hope that Axe Armor cooperates. And the worst thing about it is he did, but Diston is still ahead.
I mean,
I'll say this level engineer is sub 30 of the run I have.
When your instinct is to go down the stairs because he always gives you the high axe, it's hard to untrain
That's maybe why I
instinct.
stopped doing that. I think that's the reason why I stopped doing that.
Oh,
well,
crap.
probably one of two reasons. So Diston coming up to death by attempting with Alucard. And we'll have to see how this goes, though it's not looking good. Though he could get through. He's gonna take a death to death. But it was still a very close fight.
Yeah, that was one hit
I still don't think I
away
can catch up.
from me being safe. It's fine.
So,
I
don't know if he'll be able to catch up if he defeats death and also gets a first try low X. It would certainly be a closer race, but Disdon still could be in the lead.
I faced the wrong way, I don't know. Of course I get a low axe on this run. That's how it works. Alright, so I'm gonna have to
rematching death with Alucard, this time with a full health bar, so there's more room for error on his part. And he's going to beat the boss taking only one hit. Which would have worked out for him the last time, and now he's on phase 2. A lot safer because there aren't sights flying across the screen everywhere. At least not in the sheer volume that there are in phase 1 death. So Diston is leaving stage 8 and Freeland approaching the death boss.
Oh, RNG is full of random
With
helicopters.
absolutely no safe deaths. We're gonna switch to cover.
We're into the most difficult
It's gonna
screen
slow
of
him
the
down
game.
over killing the boss with
not go
Alucard.
well.
This way he'll be far less likely to die.
I'm fine.
Diston coming up to Fleaman on 9-1. And he's going to try to do this.
Stream of the game, and I screwed it up.
He's going to try to just do this as fast as possible, and he's going to get hit twice by Fleaman, so he already lost half his health.
No damage.
If you try to touch the screen, it's very risky.
It's hard. It's very hard.
The one hard part of that screen is trying to do the jump shot where there's 2 Fleamen in front of you at once.
Yeah,
The rest of it's pretty easy. You're trying to do non-stop. But that one jump shot with the 2 Fleamen, that's not easy.
Yeah, because it gives you like 2 or 3 different patterns with that, and one of them where the second Fleaman actually goes to the left.
We're now going to see Freeland's attempt at this screen. Could he maybe catch up?
The answer's no.
Didn't get the double jump shot. And he got a watch drop. I was about to say that was a bad thing, but then I just realized I'm looking at
How is a
Alucard.
watch drop a bad thing? That means an extra heart in stage A.
Freeland also taking 2 hits on the Fleaman screen, losing half his health. Diston going on to 9-3.
I am really low on hearts right now.
So Diston needs to conserve hearts here, so he'll have enough to fight the doppelganger. And he'll have to be even more careful now, since he took an extra hit off of one of these skeletons with the swords.
Shush.
So Freeland is flying up to 9-2.
There's wall meats and an extra heart. Don't have to worry at all.
Oh, I usually just never pick up that wall meat,
I
but
die.
you're right,
But
it's there.
that's fine. Freeland died too.
I feel pretty good now.
Also, Diston died. About halfway up the auto-scroller, so he does have to repeat that again.
It's fine.
So, looks like the race is actually evened out again.
This level
Now
is
both
very
runners are
hard.
very close to one another
Yeah,
again.
dying in 9-4 is very bad.
9-4.
Especially if you're not comfortable fighting Doppelganger Lacrosse or anything aside from Holy
double
Water.
game with the double shot cross.
So I don't remember if Freeland actually has this Holy Water. If he does, then he can certainly catch back up. Diston has to get his, ideally. Which he did get. I don't remember if Freeland had his. I mean, both runners have taken plenty of deaths between them.
At this point...
I have mine. Well, I guess I'm getting safety meat.
I guess so too.
And I'm not gonna get my double, am I? Nope. Damn. There's another spot for the double.
That could have been better.
So the double drops, and then Disdon just barely misses it, and almost falls behind on the auto-scrolling. So that could have gotten him killed there, but it looks like he's going to recover. He's going to not completely fall behind to a point where the bottom of the screen actually kills him, but he's going to lose a bit of time since he's not actually at the top of the stairs once the screen scrolling stops.
Crap.
So both runners grabbing this safety meat here. Because if the bird would have hit Disdon, if any bird would have hit him going into the screen otherwise, then that would have been a one-hit kill. So definitely not something to really risk in a marathon. So far it's looking like he didn't need it, but it's still much better to just take the meat than simply die here. So Disdon should be able to get a double shot out of this set of blocks here. And now he needs to just stun-lock Doppelganger. He's switching to Alucard.
Alright, Bird, you're dead.
Oh, to position himself up perfectly to just do the fight with Trevor.
Not only did I die...
Disdon took a death on Doppelganger, and it was his last life, so he got a game over, and that sent him all the way back to that wall.
I took the risk on the auto-scroller to not
and set up
get
the triple
that
shot
life.
axe drop. He didn't set it up optimally, but he did set it up, so he has the triple axe going into Dracula.
Well, Freeland, unless you really screw up stage A, you get to make our races a tie, because I beat you last time.
I was there in that race last time, and yes, Disdon beat Freeland by a pretty decent margin.
This game can be very, very, very cruel. As you've seen.
I know.
You have no idea how many resets it's taken for us to have our PBs.
I don't know if it's taking you as many resets as it has for me, but still, probably plenty of resets, no doubt.
I don't know. Right now, my split counter's somewhere.
Freeland is playing a very solid stage A right now, and he's coming up to another healing clip. We used to always take the stairs, but this is not really set up properly, and Freeland is gonna get through!
I am not gonna bother with that clip.
So now, all Freeland has to worry about is a Dracula fight, and once he pulls that off, he's done the race.
As long as I don't set up wrong.
So at the 30-minute mark, Freeland is entering the Dracula fight. Disdon still about not even halfway through stage 9. He was at the end of stage 9, but he took a game over. Definitely one of the more unfortunate places throughout the run.
And just missed a clean one cycle. So I'll have to take the dirty one.
Even then, that's still pretty good. As long as Freeland doesn't take an accidental hit anywhere during this fight.
Alright.
If he gets to phase 3, he'll still be able to beat Disdon by a decent margin. With Disdon still being a whole stage behind, almost.
Is it a good time to say that my practices, like an hour ago,
Freeland
were
is
fine?
going for a one-cycle Dracula kill.
Well, that was a good recovery.
Going to get.
One cycle on phase 3
Freeland
is
wins
hard,
the race.
but it's not
One
nearly
cycle
as
on
hard
phase
as other
3.
things. Oh, fine, I'll take it.
You can learn the inputs. It's 100% execution, but one wrong input and you're probably gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Like all the inputs have to be like perfect, or you're screwed. Like it's not going through. And then you have to wait for the second cycle of platforms to stop moving. And that's at least maybe close to 11 most of the time.
You got a decent amount of leeway if you're going for the 6-axe strat. If you're going for the 7-axe strat on Drac, which nobody does, except me occasionally, but I was gonna say that one's much tighter. You got plenty of time for one cycle if you're going 6 axes.
So Disdawn is getting his holy water back, which he will use on Doppelganger once he gets back there.
I didn't have no idea what happened in
also
stage
no whip
1.
upgrade, but he should be able to get those somewhat soon anyways. Well, he has one of them already.
I don't know why it didn't drop the first whip upgrade from that first candle after the holy water.
How many hearts did you have? Did you have at least 4?
Yeah.
Then it should have dropped. Okay, now I'm confused. It should have dropped.
I know.
Maybe there was another one on the screen.
4 more hearts and then it should show up.
Something. I don't know what happened. Game likes to be weird like that.
Disdawn is grabbing the safe gate in the wall again.
Well, considering that I accidentally got murdered, I'd like to not get murdered. I don't want to have to do this damn doppelganger fight 3 times. There. Die, birds.
So Disdawn switching back to Alucard to fly up to this ledge here.
Yeah, Alucard's very good about avoiding platforms.
He's going to get slowed down by the birds a bit, but he's not going to take any hits. He's going to still maneuver around them pretty nicely.
I am the master of backup strats because
now
I have
coming up
done
to
nothing but suck.
Doppelganger.
Oh, fine. You gonna hit me once? Fine. Whatever, doppelganger. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fine.
He should still be getting through that. He's good. So now Disdawn is going on to stage A. Freeland had a pretty good stage A.
I probably got gold on stage A. I just don't know what my stage 9 time is.
Oh, come on, birds.
So I was running it on my. I was running a separate timer off the broadcast. I was actually -3 ahead of PB pace, leaving stage 4, which is.
Disdawn having a bit of trouble with the birds at the start of A. So let's see if he's going to set up the.
Random, so you know.
I mean, I can check the broadcast.
He's going to get slowed down by the birds, but he's going to set it up still. He also gets the triple shot axe.
That is a little bit harder than it looks. It's fairly easy, but if you move just a little bit too far to the left, the red skeleton will spawn early. Ah, crap. Well, whatever.
And he can hit you and knock you off the ledge where you're supposed to set up the triple shot with the axe drop.
Yeah.
And that's no fun, believe me.
That is never
Especially
any
if you're
fun.
on a good pace, and then that happens, it's really no fun.
Yeah. I have lost many a sub 27 run to that.
I haven't lost runs to that recently, but I can imagine a few runs that I lost a good pace. Just
I don't even try to tempt fate
incorrectly.
The PB pace run there.
Even I've made mistakes on that screen in the past.
I am not
So
going to tempt fate and try the thing that I'm not good at, which is this clip with Alucard. It's one
okay,
of
so
the
I guess he
harder
won't be
ones.
shot a couple hearts.
Yeah, that's the clip I
He would
struggled
have more
with.
hearts to work with, because he's not going to try and skip through the ceiling here like Freeland did.
It's fairly difficult sometimes. I will grab an extra 5 heart though. Just for safety's sake, because if I wind up having a 2 cycle, I don't want to be too low on hearts. For phase 3, 2 cycle. Because you technically can beat Dracula with 16 axes, but usually you will wind up at phase 3 with 15 hearts if you're going for the 1 cycle. But I'm gonna be.
But that's possible with 15 hearts.
It's possible, but for 2
first
cycle,
15 hits are axe throws, and the last one is just jump and whip his head.
Are you serious?
I was gonna say.
Are you serious right now, Dracula? Really?
Honestly, took us a while to figure that out, but yeah, 15
if you run too close to Drac, he gets angry.
That's very possible.
Yeah. He's a meanie.
If you get too close to Drac, he goes Dio on you.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So Disdawn will have enough hearts to attempt a 1 cycle Dracula fight here.
I believe the minimum number of hearts he would need to do an optimal Drac fight.
Right. Come on! Torch.
And yeah, he was too far to the right, so the laser that Dracula shot actually shot diagonally to hit him.
Instead of
If he would have been
down.
Then it would have shot straight down, and he would have just avoided it.
Yeah.
So that was a
cycle.
There was a very good try, but still just could not quite close it out, sadly. So that's going to send him back to A-2 to make him just redo that set of screens again, but he's going to pick up this axe to reuse on Dracula.
He'll have full health, I believe, this time around.
Almost.
Which gives him a little bit more margin for error.
He will be going into this screen with a bit more health than on his first attempt.
But I do have to grind back up for the axe, which is a pain, but what can you do? You work with what you got.
Yeah. Are you going to be grinding for a double or triple?
Triple.
Yeah,
which is
it's a backup.
Obviously, like, easier with triple.
It's way easier.
Yeah, triple
phase 3.
get away with more stuff on phase 2.
Yeah.
So Disdawn is just going to go up and down the stairs over and over again to respawn candles, so he can throw his axes at those candles to force 2 Shaw multipliers to drop. He said he wants to grind out a triple, so we'll just have
10
to wait
hits with each shot multiplier on the candles. So he has to hit 10 candles to spawn a multiplier on the 10th candle. If the 10th candle's hit
that again for the triple shot.
You behave, Heart. Is this a triple? Yes.
And it has to be a small heart candle too.
Yes, that is correct.
Multiplier to drop.
And there is just on triple shot. Going to get a somewhat fast 1 cycle. And then Disdawn going into Dracula's second phase.
Yep. Dracula's second phase can be challenging if you try to go too fast. You kind of have to slow yourself down so you don't get hit by his whatever he's spewing.
Blood droplets.
I find it to be the easiest of the 3 phases to fight.
Yeah.
And the rhythm on phase 1 is probably what makes me have like a slow Drac like most frequently.
What? Are you kidding me? I swear.
Disdawn gonna take another death to Dracula.
I swear,
Took
I
2
haven't had
deaths.
2 deaths to Dracula in over a month. Marathon luck. This is
I have, though.
I know that feeling. That happened to me. That's happened to me before.
It's happened to me too.
Marathon luck. This is why nobody speedruns this game. They see us play this at marathons and realize that it's actually hard. What is this game usually rated? One of the top 5 hardest games on the NES? Sometimes tied for #1 with Battletoads? Depending on who
I would say Battletoads.
I think I might have seen it at number 6 on a top 10 hardest games list. This was on one list. And a bunch of the other lists I saw didn't have Castlevania 3 on it at all, but I've seen a couple lists with Castlevania 1 as a game on the hardest games list.
I was gonna say, if you want to ask someone about that, you can ask JC since he's a pretty good runner in both categories that we're talking about here.
I mean, at this point...
If you really want to go hardcore, there's your guide.
Shuri said plenty about that.
This game can be very unforgiving.
Yes, that is true. As any Castlevania game, it's very unforgiving. It's like, oh, you made a mistake. Die.
Well, I'd say it's easier to recover in CD3 than it is in other Castlevania games.
Says that to you two guys. Like, it says that to me as well, don't worry.
CB1's also less
it's even more apparent in the later stages when enemies start hitting you for a quarter of your life bar each time they hit you. Then it's really apparent that even one mistake can just jeopardize everything you were going for.
One mistake, some stages you can't take a wrong hit.
So Disdawn fighting Dracula for the 3rd time. I'm hoping he gets it.
Third
time's the charm.
Right?
Taking a hit on one of the blood drops from Dracula's 2nd phase, so he's gonna go in and not be able to take any hits from 3rd phase at all.
I'm gonna go with the 2 cycle. Screw it.
Looks like Disdon's going to be coerced into, like, at best, a 2 cycle.
Yeah, if you killed Dracula early in the 2 cycle or late in the 2 cycle, you're not gaining or losing any additional time. You have to wait for Dracula to disappear off the screen, finishes screaming, and finishes
a platform's at the top moving also.
Hit the bottom, back to the bottom.
Only once the platform stops moving will this orb show up, so Disdon can just say time. And time.
And that's what happens when you suck.
Coming up very soon, if it hasn't already come up already.
I have not had a run over 40 minutes
over 10
in
minutes
6
Freeland.
months. 6 months! Alright, since credits are rolling, let's, Trevor made many sacrifices. The long fight is over. Dracula is dead and all other spirits are asleep. The battle was won by Trevor and Alucard, but Alucard feels guilty because he killed his real father. Hashtag daddy issues. Trevor realizes this as he stands there with Alucard. The Belmont name shall be remembered and honored by all people after this. I mean, until the next game.
Till the next... Yeah, the Belmonts don't get their notoriety until after CV2, anyway. After Simon Belmont's PR tour in the town of Doina. If anyone's played the Castlevania 2 rando, that's kind of a hidden joke in there.
Rando?
No.
I thought it was in the original game, the whole Castlevania 2 town of Doina. Everyone telling Simon to get out of town.
Yeah,
after
probably.
Castlevania, I warned you not to return!
Oh, about the daddy issues, I'll be back tomorrow. Speaking of which, if you want me to wear my Trevor Belmont costume from the Netflix series for that, that's one of those lovely things that's an incentive for the run. And remember, all of our donations go to the lovely cause of preventing cancer and treating cancer.
Trust me, I want to see the Trevor costume again. I'd like to see that one more time.
I mean...
Yep, we'll get to the sequel to this game in Symphony of the Night, where Alucard actually has offensive utility.
He has plenty of offensive utility if you know how to do test strats. The machine gun strap, man, we gotta learn it. Oh my god.
You gotta keep pressing that frame perfect down press to get it. Actually, once got 5 in a row. We practiced today, but if it didn't happen if nobody saw it, it never didn't happen.
Yeah, I can't believe they made a game from that Netflix show 30 years before the Netflix show.
Well, I'd say Netflix show is definitely closely based off this game.
And now they're moving into Curse of Darkness, which takes place 3 years after this game.
Alright.
Don't worry, the dual runs are over for a bit. But yeah, I've been Disdon, and our lovely commentator, Level Engine, and Freeland. You guys have any other last words?
Yeah, Dracula sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Please try and improve.
Responding.
I know you can do it. I have faith in you.
Yeah.
That sucked, but I'm sure you can bounce back.
That's fine. I'll just get like a 25 tomorrow on PS4.